Alright, hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at a number of different points of view. So points of view are the perspectives from which a story is told, and today we're going to look at several examples. So in our overview, we're going to look at first person, second person, third person objective, third person limited, and third person omniscient. In first person, that's when the narration or the story is told from the perspective of a character in that story. So it's going to use the pronoun I when providing narration. So we learn about that character's attitudes, thoughts, and feelings directly. So if you've got a story and it says something like, I went down to the street and I was feeling pretty sad, you get that one character's perspective and they're involved in the events that are playing out. Second person is a little bit different and it's much less common. Second person is narration that makes the reader the main character in the story. So it narrates using the pronoun you. So this would be something like, you come to the front door, you knock once, somebody answers, you go in. And so it's telling you what's going on to you as a reader. Typically, you don't really learn much about the thoughts and feelings of a character in this kind of story. Because since you're the reader, the author won't necessarily write how you're feeling. So that's much less common. Third person objective is the narration style or the point of view that tells the story from an outside perspective. So third person is going to narrate using the pronouns he, she, they, etc. So it's somebody looking in at the story, not actually involved. And with the third person objective in particular, that tells us only the facts. So we need to infer character thoughts and feelings from there. We don't really get any sort of clue about how they feel about the situation at all. Third person limited you can consider as a step up from third person objective. So it will still tell the story from an outside perspective, much like third person limited, and it'll still narrate using he, she, they, and so forth. But it has a main character, and a character that the point of view will focus on. So we typically learn about the thoughts and feelings of one or two of those characters in the story. So the narrator knows some of the feelings of some of the characters, but doesn't necessarily know everything. Unlike third-person limited, and especially unlike third-person objective, third-person omniscient is going to know everything about all of the characters. So omniscient comes from the word omni and scient, which means all and knowing. So third-person omniscient means third-person, all-knowing narrator. So the narrator is someone outside of the story. Again, they're using the pronouns he, she, and they, but this narrator knows everything about all of the characters' thoughts and feelings. They have infinite knowledge about them. They know everything they think, everything they feel, everything that happens to them. So third-person omniscient, you really get a good sense of what all of the characters are thinking and feeling and what the characters are all about. So, by the way, there's more information posted in the cloud if you check out the short stories folder and the notes folder. Then in that folder there's a note about point of view and characterization. Once you're feeling pretty comfortable with that, go into mygradebook.com and do one of the practice quizzes about the literary terms. Alright, good luck.